it through again, and then everyone would just carry on banning it. That might be the most overpowered hero at TI ever.
Naga.
Huh?
Maybe.
Lesh at TI5?
Oh, Lesh.
EG techies.
Lesh was good, yeah.
There's another. Who else played techies at TI? Wings?
Yeah, Wings did.
Yeah.
Did not go well.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't go well for them.
Now that's disrespect. If we're talking
No,
about picking,
not for Wings, because Wings genuinely played bloody everything.
I guess. That's
Except
true.
for techies after
Except
that.
from techies.
But yeah, at the time, they were playing absolutely everything. We were just wondering, like, are they ever going to run out of ideas and heroes? Didn't seem like it.
Do you think Alliance pick another flex hero that can be 4 or 3 here, so then they can decide if the pan goes off lane or not? Or do you think they just man up and just pick a dude?
I mean, not that many people are playing Pango support other than like EG. I feel like almost everybody makes it as a core. So I'd be a little surprised if they're going to bother being flex.
Not many last pick their supports either, though.
They're looking for their +4 anyway, so just trying to think of like what works. Like they've got the Grimstroke, sure, but they haven't got a lot. Like, they could even Warlock. No, the Sand King. All right, cool. So that's the flex
3
pick, really.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
3, 4,
probably 3, but could be 4. Yeah.
It definitely protects them a little bit.
Yeah. Cool.
I like the Sand King against Shadow Fiend too. It's good against the supports. Just going to be a little bit hard to bully. Feels like Secret has some damage problems right now. It's like very spell focused, right? Like they don't have anybody that does damage for free for right clicks other than SF. I mean, I guess they'll have Bloodlust, but
I want to say if Troll's still in the pool, yeah, I think Troll could be okay. I think Spectre's way too slow from what Alliance has. Arc Warden again doesn't really provide much. I'm trying to think of the niche heroes really. Terrorblade, you're playing into Morphling, so it's not too comfortable really. And especially Sand King lane, there's a lot of pressure. Now this is where they hit you with then they have 4 normal looking heroes and then Nisha just plays some what like a Dazzle carry or something, just really puts the curveball in there.
Earth Spirit carry.
Yeah, so just something random.
There's a lot of options. They could Wraith King too if they really, really wanted to.
Make a Medusa. Would be okay.
Maybe something with that's effective against Dark Willow. I mean, or not Dark Willow, Pangolier, sorry. But I'm having trouble thinking.
Just whip out a little Drow strat at the end. Oh, no, Drow's banned. All right.
Yeah. All right. What do we got?
Ricky. There's the curveball.
He's like, when are they going to pick a 5th hero?
Oh, where is he?
He's peeking out with his little red eyes.
The armor buff to Ricky, by the way.
Did he get armor buff? Okay.
Yeah.
They're trying to out EG, I guess. Everybody gets their hero.
Okay, so yeah, 4
Yeah,
normal heroes.
wasn't quite as wild as I thought it might get, but it's different.
It's pretty good, actually. It gives them gank options against Jug. They can silence before he spins on these defensive moves. It's very effective against Morph 2. Manta's not going to be a solution. Like it's actually not terrible. It like adds control to their hard carry, which is usually not where we see it.
He's had 9 improvements, 9 buffs since 720D, Ricky. 9 in a row.
It's his time. He just lost a game. EG just played it and lost. Secret are going to one-up them. Maybe they can win with it.
All right. Well, we're going to find out as we head into game number 2 between Alliance and Team Secret.
If you're going to say anything about this series, at least you could say it has been unique. After an 85-minute game 1 where Alliance forced that standoff trying to stay alive in the tournament, they have now lost and they are out of the tournament, but we're still playing this too, which means we're going to get a little different. It's not like too far out there, but we're going to get a little different with our draft. A safe lane Ricky picked up and a very, very early SF pick as well from Team Secret.
Yeah, that everyone just sort of said, give me this hero, give me that hero. And that's just kind of how they determine their lineups, I guess.
Do you feel like, I mean, looking at this, Alliance has a pretty normal lineup. They have a Grimstroke Sand King lane, nice little, like, got some synergy there. You've also got Grimstroke Juggernaut, which when Grimstroke first came into Captain's mode, that was one of the most common duos. That was back when Lich was also being run with Juggernaut a lot as a dual lane. You have this Morph, which I'm guessing is supposed to do well as a mid laner against SF.
30 seconds.
Because the way I saw it is Pango first pick, you picked up the SF dumpsters Pango in lane. And then they picked the Morph. I'm guessing Morph is supposed to do well against SF?
Low HP, but good base damage. That's the idea, I guess.
You just
but
keep
it's always
them at
scary
low
because when you have the early levels of Morph and you just get like double raise and you could potentially die being a little bit too low.
Yeah.
Once the SF hits level 3, it's a bit of an awkward matchup, I'd say.
The battle
Or-
begins.
Sure. We're also going to see the Mars hero.
And Secret's going to pick up back 3 of the bounty runes is...
He's just snuck around inside.
You die.
Took away one of the
Your
sinking. So we're going to have
zone.
the... I was wondering how this lane setup was going to go. The Riki versus Sand King, I can't imagine that's super favorable for Riki, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I guess not. We saw the Mars versus Sand King, though, last time, and that was very favorable for the Mars, apparently.
I mean, Riki does have this, like, he has an advantage in any 1v1 in that he should outlast hit you. He can even outlast hit you for denies because of his backstab damage, but you have the Caustic Finale problem, where Sand King at some point is just going to take over the lane with Caustic Finale and Burrow Strike. So we'll see how that goes. Taiga coming in from the side here with his Orb of Venom.
And this is what I was talking about, like the early raises.
Yeah.
The McKay, he can't morph up too high, and so mid one's just kind of zoning him out. Pops the mango. He's just kind of going for it right now, and he has crushed the opening wave.
Yeah. So it makes you kind of wonder why they
Look at this build.
why they picked up this Morphling against
He has
Mango.
He has 3 more mangoes coming in.
All right. I mean, the SF, like, I guess Midwan knows he can't really challenge when you're just going for right click when it comes to the last hits. So he's going to have to, like, he's just going to be nuking the wave non-stop. Zai missing out on the spear because Madara actually does manage to pop the spin in time. With the help of the Inkswell, they will run him down. That's going to be first blood for Insania. And a
Yapsor's
second
dead.
blood here on Yapsor as well, as the Orb of Venom and the body blocking from Taiga will ensure that he claims the last hit.
There's nice rotations by him throughout the series as Nisha's getting real aggressive here. Foxy starting to get a little bit low.
Jeez.
One more hit would have done it. Sand King, not the best armor on him.
Yeah, I guess not. And with the help of, I guess, the Ogre to zone out the Sand King a bit, do a little bit of pulling action as well. This lane is actually a lot more favorable for the Riki than we thought. Taiga coming in again. Damage.
He's getting pretty low with the Orb of Venom. One more.
He can actually go for it with a swing on through with a swashbuckle, maybe. Oh,
2
no.
HP. He had 2 health.
He had to get in front of him with the swashbuckle.
Yeah.
That's how you get the extra hit, and then you're in front of him as well, so you're naturally going to get more auto attacks.
Ah, well, you know, now he's got 12 souls.
Oh, dear.
Well, yeah, I think he had it before, but I also think that he leveled Raise level 1, right?
Yeah.
So there's a good chance that he didn't, and well, now he does. So it's
Well,
what can you do here? You see him get the hit. One more.
I mean, he just get.
2 HP.
I mean, you know where mid one was going too, so
Yeah.
you could have predicted get in front of him.
Invisibility.
Well, that's awkward. Now you've got a really dangerous top lane for Alliance with the level 2 on the Grimstroke. They're going to try and spear him away. The Inkswell does pop on top of Mars, but he fortunately had enough stick charges that Madara is not going to be able to go for that kill. Give him a healing salve. to
Pop the
Mars as
mango
well.
too to try to abuse him right there, but mid lane.
This Morphling, man, he's just being shoved back non-stop. You do have the lucky shot now. Do manage to successfully get a hit there, but Taiga's not really changing this lane a whole lot.
As Boxy beaten back again. Gonna drag a little bit more of the attention to the left side where just wants to farm out these neutrals, but Nisha is in fact going to get the last hit on the one that matters.
Burst strikes on through, but he doesn't have Sandstorm. That Nisha's going to take advantage of this. Might actually kill Boxy as he gets into the trees, gets a good healing salve off, and the Caustic Finale slowing down Nisha helps out as well. Close call there for Boxy, which either losing his life or losing his healing salve would have cost him a lot there. He's just trying to get it into the creep wave where he can start getting that Caustic Finale hits and feel a little bit safer if Nisha does go on him. Two to two as our 5-minute bounty runes are approaching. We're going to see Taiga come down to this bottom lane. They're going to push the lane as much as possible, and then they can back up and try and claim both bounty runes. See how Secret responds. Same thing's kind of happening for Alliance's safe lane as well as they're pushing in that lane. Giving themselves a good opportunity to get 3 or 4 bounties here as the Burrow Strike on through. Boxy's going to be able to snap that one. Nisha's going to jump over, though. Taiga still has the swashbuckle up. That is going to be no Burrow Strike for Boxy, but he does have a Sandstorm. He'll be okay there. Alliance do manage to grab 3, but it's going to cost Insania his life as he gets speared straight to the tree. The Inkswell going off, though. Maybe they can't finish him off in time. Finally, the last shot from Yapster is there just before the explosion can occur. And Madara, once again, has spin, but doesn't have anything left in the bank.
Yeah, just has to reset. As laning phase wise, it does seem to be going pretty positively for Team Secret right now, as even with a little bit of fun that they're having with Nisha on this Ricky, it's actually doing a lot of damage right now. Boxy's getting pretty low. He has stun up in 1 second. He should be able to just use it to get away, but in fact goes the other way, swings back around as mid one runs into Taiga, gets the kill here, but Puppey just not fast enough to catch up to the Sand King.
Looks like a battle over the power runes. Mid-1 not only wins that engagement, but also gets a little lucky. Regen rune spawns at top.
Yeah, so that's another kill that he gets on Taiga by himself.
Good read for the Mars. You know, how do you feel about playing against Juggernaut? Because I'll tell you, I like playing Mars against Jug, even if he can spin through my arena. I feel like the spear can catch Jug a lot. When it comes to laning phase, you know when he wants to run at you and spin oftentimes. So he either has to spin early or he's going to get caught by the spear. And then on top of that, you've got your passive, which is so good against Omnislash.
Yeah, but it's not like you're going to level your passive early on.
Oh,
It's
no.
part of the problem.
But for the overall game sense, right?
Yeah, I guess. It is really annoying, though, that he can get out of it so easily.
It's like defensively, the Jug's good, but like offensively, he's not going to be super good against Mars. 4-2. Ultimate out from the Riki. Boxy is just having such a tough time in this lane. Actually went for the bottle. Does have some bottle charges left. Burrow Strikes on through. They do have a spin to be able to finish off the Mars at top. Boxy got away with the Burrow Strike, and he does still have his healing salve up, so he's good there. But they just keep on getting chased away, and right now Puppey, the 5 position, is level 3. Taiga is level 2, and it's actually going to die here with a Fire Blast, and the last backstab hit from Nisha. 5 kills in 7.5 minutes now for Team Secret.
And this bottom lane just continues to struggle as the Sand King just gets hit a few times.
Insania though with the Inkswell. Maybe they can actually stay on top of Nisha
go.
long enough they can get the kill. Big turnaround that'll help everyone's experience. Top Ogre win rates, 25 games plus. Puppey sitting at 4th there at 65.5%. Pretty good. That's some high win rates for AFK Bloodlust hero.
I guess it's more like the situations in which they pick it up in, right?
Yeah.
Like he's going to buff up this Ricky and sort of make his life just better overall. They have a lot of frontline with this hero too. They know that Taiga's invis. And oh,
They
he
still have
hits
the
the
Burrow
pop
Strike.
out.
They can still make a full commitment here with the Inkswell. They're going to jump onto the tanky Ogre. Not tanky enough, though, to live inside of the Sandstorm. But
Shadowfiend's here.
he's going to go for the back line with Mid-1 joining him as well. They should be able to get an easy double kill for that Shadow Fiend. Now Zion's going to be running underneath his Tier 1 tower since Secret teleported to bottom lane. There's nobody to help him with this dive, it seems, as Yapsor couldn't stop the Juggernaut all by himself.
And I think in this early laning phase, it's actually quite nice to play Jug versus Mars. Just kill him. He can't really pressure you as Taiga. Gotta be careful here. There is a second raise available, but the Orb of Venom slow be just enough for him to get out of that situation as the Yapstorm might now get gone on. The nuke gonna miss, but Otter is now on top of him, and this should be a kill.
Zai, he's going to go for the opposing kill. Unless he tries to save, instead go for Monterey. He's going to hold on to the spear, throws out at the last second, spears him to the tree, but there's a decent amount of sustain here in Monterey. He has just enough out from the stick until a Fire Blast comes in, and Zai with a Bloodlust will run down the carry Jug, who does manage to grab his drums. Maybe he got that just before he died. I want to point out the CS on our SF, who had 22 denies when I looked at him before
He
that.
has such a fast...
Such a fast Fuel Scepter. DK seems to have no game whatsoever. 10-minute bounty runes coming up. Insania hoping that maybe... Okay. A spear away. Just trying to escape, but they actually do manage to get the spear onto the Morphling now. Zai trying to chase him into the shrine area, but as he reaches back to it, especially with a TP into the Juggernaut,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
give up on the chase. 2,000 net worth lead now for Team Secret. As we did glance bottom, and we saw that epicenter being used. Obviously, didn't seem to get a kill.
Yeah, Nisha just popped his ult in return. Such an awkward position.
Yeah.
They're just trading. Neither hero really getting the better of the other. He is ahead in net worth, though, somewhat significantly. It's really the Shadow Fiend, though, that's been the biggest beneficiary of all of this. Has been what's going to get gone on, and Taiga not nearly close enough to pop the Inkswell off.
Yeah, 11 minutes in, still does not have his level 6 despite the tome change. That is how you know your laning phase went real bad. At least when it comes to levels anyway. One Caustic Finale hit, gets another one, but Riki still has his ultimate, and he has so much damage with this 0-4-4 build. 2 Wraith Bands and a Treads that's stuck on agility as well. It's going to be a fast diffusal blade. This has long been the criticism of this hero as a core, is the fact that he doesn't really come online until he has diffusal blade. As a safe laner, though, you get that dedicated farm. You'll be able to have that diffusal blade by at latest 20 minutes here. It's probably looking more like 16. Sentry laid out, Boxy sees it, and Burrow strikes away real quickly.
And they're trying to find it right now. Puppy, in fact.
And then it's last the two of them together, trying to get away from the Riki. The explosion goes out, but he's going to tick out here from the Ignite or the final Blink Strike in from the Riki, and that's going to be a dodge on the Burrow Strike as well, which leaves Boxy with no ability whatsoever. He tries to cut through a tree in a cute little way, but doesn't change anything. Now the smoke cloud that's finally level from Nisha will help Puppy get away from the Juggernaut.
Puppy's actually just going to run no problem, and another kill added to the total, 4,000 up. The Shadow King continues to have a big game.
Oh, gets the spear before he can actually get the Rolling Thunder off, and that'll be Tier 1 falling. It's the double damage of Mid 1, who is at 7,200 net worth.
He is so far ahead of the pack right now. Does have the Yules, actually. He's got nearly 3,000 gold cap on top of the Yules in 12 minutes.
Yeah, he could have had the Blink Dagger a while ago.
Might as well just mess around and go like Radiance and stuff. Do it up. Run into Mika here, and the smoke screen in fact switches targets onto Insania.
Rolling Thunder's coming through though. You can keep him stunned here, especially with the Ink Swell. Tries to get away, pops the ultimate, actually bounces back down with a Burrow Strike on top of it as well. Nisha's gone, and Puppy is stuck here in the river. He should be falling as well, unless Zai can somehow protect him. Throws out the arena, goes for the fast kill onto this Pango, but can't quite finish him up. That wall damage being nerfed probably makes a difference there in that kill. Taiga survives. Zai just runs into his death.
They committed a lot to trying to save Nisha there, so we'll lose a few heroes. 3,000 gold is still the lead, and they're going to grab the tower as this is a stark difference in the previous game where it felt like Secret were willing to take all fights together. It sort of just feels a little bit more random, considering I think the game has no bearing on standing anymore at all.
Yeah.
Having a little bit more fun if you're Secret, as they should blow up Boxy here, no problem. A multicast just for extra measure.
Maybe this is like just strength training mid one.
Yeah.
They're just they're saying, okay, you're gonna have to 1v5 like Miracle did. We're gonna run around, get in fights. Maybe we'll kill something. Maybe we'll die. But you're gonna have to hard carry this up.
Just Nisha wanted to play Ricky, so you're gonna do your thing and hopefully pick up the win for us.
Xania trying to get some deep vision out right now. Not sure if he really is gonna wait this long for the Sand King to make his TP over in the long trek.
That's
Kill
patience.
this Mars. That is perhaps too much patience.
Dice gonna whiff on the spear. Another tower just being taken. Mid one and Nisha both up here this time.
Knowing they've got this tier 2 tower dead, the Crystal Main's going to TP to the tier 3, setting up for a tower defense with Zai already lurking in the trees here, ready to go for the surprise spear. Has the arena as well to be able to intercept more heroes as the group shows. He's going to try and come in with the help of the Rolling Thunder. They're going to be able to down some heroes around the south. Yules from the SF, but as he comes back down, he's immediately stunned with Mars. Going down inside of the arena, Yaps are covering the field with a freezing field. He's going to be able to draw some of Alliance away and will be able to get 2 kills, one of which on the Juggernaut. There is Mickey sitting on the side here. He's ready to jump in as the Morphling trying to get that stun out, but he's immediately silenced by the smoke screen. Now stunned up by the Fire Blast, and as he morphs in his strength, that means he's got no armor, very susceptible to this Riki, as he's just getting chunked down at this point.
The finishing raise too, and that is Nisha with his Diffusal Blade. Meaning almost all the heroes from Alliance are susceptible to this. The Juggernaut, I guess the Morphling with his Ghost Scepter is in a better position than the rest of them, but it's not like he's got farm either, and they have more than enough magic damage to burst through. As we saw there, it all starts with Zai from the fog, pinning Madara to the tree line.
Yeah.
Boxy's just gonna get there as fast as possible, bottling a DD for himself. Still a ways away from the Blink Dagger, 1,000 off.
Boxy's now like hard countered. Thought his lane was gonna go better, but now that we're at the place where we've got the smoke screen slow, his game is probably gonna feel the worst right next to the Taigas. Nisha could just be a killer. So can mid one, honestly, with this Blink Fuel Scepter still, but they spotted him out. Nice blink away. They had a ward in good position, but seems mid one got tipped off somehow. Maybe just because of that defense ward on the other side of the river. Gave him some info. 3-man smoke up, heading over to mid. They want to play around mid one if possible.
He's the tankiest here by far. And he just has the most farm. He's got 10k net worth in 17 minutes.
So as they meet up with him, they don't find anybody from Alliance. They're going to try and get some aggressive vision down. They might just spot Boxy here. The Fire Blast stun. Not there in time. Mid one. Didn't get the Yules off fast enough either.
Everyone pinging in that area.
Now they're just going to swoop on in. They know how much stronger they are than Alliance. So if they can just catch anybody, that'll be a kill. Zai catching Insania.
My life truly end here.
Chase on a Boxy right now, who doesn't have Sandstorm or his stun. Be unsuccessful here as they even scan to the left, but Boxy is holding his position. Gonna stifle the TP. Gets out no problem, does some damage to the tower too. Yapsor now finishes his Blink Dagger.
The fact that your 4 position has gotten his Blink Dagger before the 3.
Jeez. He has a BKB already. I'm not quite sure what to say here.
It's a hard life.
It's an 18-minute BKB Blink Yules. That's hard life.
Because that 8,000 net worth lead, we just know it's going to get worse given the kind of kill power that Team Secret have right now, unless they're met with a really strong Alliance defense. They do manage to get the Burrow Strike here onto Nisha with the ultimate going out to protect him for the time. He can jump over to Zai, which he will do, but the silence is going to follow him as they kept the vision, but the Omni Slash bounce over the neutrals. Now the Spear landing onto the Morphling, peering him to the deck, which means Nisha's still trying to get away, but Taiga does have the dust. He's going to run into Nisha once, twice, keeping controlled up. He ends up falling. Boxy does manage to Burrow Strike away away from everybody here. Insania is going to go for a one-on-one against the Crystal Maiden, but the rest of his team isn't there until Madara charges over with his drums. That fast-moving Samurai is going to come over with his spin. Yapster trying to juke him out. Does juke him out for one hit, but a big crit comes out from Madara. Just enough to finish off that support. But you used all of that for a support. Now you got to try and get out back over the Shine. We're going to watch Puppy die here with the Epicenter. Inkswell combo. They go straight onto Zai, but the BKB is already activated by mid-1, so they just have to go for Zai as best as possible. See if they can finish him off. Madara with a spin is able to get the magic damage to kill that Mars. And mid-1 is the only survivor of that long, drawn-out fight for Team Secret.
It just starts with your Ricky, who, you know, he just explodes as soon as anybody gets on top of him and doesn't have a BKB of his own. That's your primary damage dealer. They don't never really got the opportunity to let loose with the ulti. They don't have the best ways to deal with Madara unless the Ricky is there to start with the smoke screen. So everything just sort of resets. Such a weird way. Puppy gonna hit the multicast, but no one else nearby.
He's gonna help them get a lot of their next round of items like that Doubler Lucky. Insania. Blink instant silence precast, it looks like, off of the vision he had, but Insania still dies. 20 to 15. Net worth lead. Dips down a bit. Team
Gonna
Secret.
go for the Roche?
Yeah, time to take Roshan. You just got to pick off. You see at least one bottom lane. Actually gonna smoke some of their heroes
Radiant's
out.
bottom tower is under attack.
And still went bottom to defend. This time around they're gonna try and do Roche. And then also still set up for a team fight. The rest of their team can join here. They found Tanga, but he already got off the swashbuckle. She's gonna be a little bit farther away, but the SF also still has that foot dagger. And now a beyond godlike streak.
And this is currently just the mid-1 show. He's sort of just doing whatever he feels like. Touch this game really is Boxy backing up his Morphling, but
They might be able to touch him now with the Blink Dagger of the Sand King.
yeah.
Especially with the Inkswell, if they put him on before the Sand King. That's a nice 1-2 chainstun punch.
They would have to do it so perfectly though, the timing.
Yeah.
Jump in, Isha.
Trying to help out this Juggernaut, but it's nothing they can do. And now they may be losing Insania's. Puppy's going to try and slow him down with the Ignite.
Boxy, they see him. They want him instead.
Oh no, the smoke screen, that's such a big problem. They don't have a force step or anything just yet. And Zai, he's just daring into the tier 3s here, but he's gonna get blown up with the magic damage on the Morphling with that shotgun. Mid-1 though, follows it up, does manage to get at least one. Pops BKB, tries to let it rip on top of the Morphling, but he's already morphed into full strength, so that magic damage isn't gonna be able to burst him down as well as he thought. And
He's actually going for it.
yeah, he's got to turn to Riki. He's going to be able to blink strike on top of the SF to keep up with him. Then waveforms on top. Turns back on Riki once again. Now they manage to get the disarm up to the Riki. That's not allowing him to finish off that Morphling. And Mickey will swap back in once again. The Aegis, the second life of the Riki. Can they kill him a second time here with a start up here with a Rolling Thunder? Bounce back with the silence as well. They've got him dead. Mickey.
That is so much gold.
That is a massive amount.
How much
For
did he get
Team
for the
Alliance.
SF? And they might get more.
Okay, Puppy. Looks like he's... no, TP.
He's gone. But still, the overcommitment onto the Morphling in the base. Mid-1 didn't really have that lined up in time. Well, morphing into strength by the time he came back down and hit the earth. The rest of his team not really in the best position to be able to just follow him up like that.
I do like the fact he went force step on Morphling, which they really need to counter this Riki, both for himself and his allies.
And they were so far behind just everyone in terms of comparative net worth.
Yeah. Nah.
And the timing of that. I heard Madara yell right there.
Well played. Oh, they're going for the epicenter. They're going to try and catch him with a Burst Strike. See if they can get Mars on the way out. That Bulwark will help mitigate a lot of the Omni-Slash damage, and the Arena will allow him to be able to escape until the shotgun finishes him off the Mars. Boxy inside with the Sandstorm gets taken out by Nisha, and the 1-2 punch of the Races as well will finish off the Juggernaut. Now they're going to be able to stop the Morphling TPing just as quickly as you thought Secret had dropped the ball in this game. Alliance toss it right back to him.
And it just comes down to the fact that they try to make their own aggressive play under the tier 1 tower. It's 23 minutes in. There's still a tier 1 tower. Everyone's going to TP for that. You have to realize that you will die making that move, as Insania with a pretty nice juke here. He's still looking for it right now and does catch the tail end of that TP. should be going down as mid one focuses on killing
Radiant are
Spirit first, and mid one catches him. Executing raise is there.
Is that the blink deck? Oh, jeez. It's the blink dagger on the Pango, so they have more opportunities to chain stun mid one, but that's also the plus 150 raise damage for the SF, which is gigantic this early on into the game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And he still holds a almost 16,000 net worth on him right now compared to Moderate's Juggernaut sitting at 11,000. You can see just a big difference in that how quickly mid one's able to farm up the neutrals as well as all these hero kills he's been a part of.
Boxy
Dire's
waiting in the
bottom
wings.
tower
They're 3-man smoked up. It looks like they do want to take this fight, but Zai knows
where Boxy's going to be hiding. Unfortunately, missed out on the spear. It was a good guess, but they still have Boxy controlled up until he throw strikes onto the SF. Oh, the magic damage, he wasn't enough. They're trying to chase down mid one as best as possible. The Rolling Thunder is on top of him right now. The BKB is still activated, though, and mid one is going to be fine, it seems like, as the Lions have given up on that chaser. Instead with a swashbuckle on top of the two with the double fire blast as well from Mickey, who turned into an ogre for a moment there to get that chain stun. Very nicely played. Madara will be the recipient of both of those kills. They try and real quickly TP up to top lane to see if they can get the bounty read for this kill on Yapzor, which they will have it too. That's 405 gold from a Crystal Maiden because of the lead that Team Secret just had.
And you see the split up. The rest of Secret were stuck in that area thinking there was going to be a fight. Perfect chain stunning onto the SF, who barely just doesn't die there.
Yeah, if the SF had somehow died in this engagement as well, we'd probably see Alliance actually taking the net worth lead in this game. SF letting loose the ultimate here, trying to finish on Boxy. Boxy does almost go down to that last raise, but does manage to get away in time. 8,000 net worth. Oh, okay. Rolling Thunder, bouncing things around. Insania realizing this is not a fight with the Shrine activated there. Tiger's going to try and get away. Zai tries to get in front of him with the spear, but misses.
That would have been sick.
Again, Zai's had twice now. He's made the really good hard read on somebody. Just
he blinks past and just the spear, man. Don't flame. It's hard to hit.
It is. I compare it to like a little bit like Nyx Assassin Impale. You know, sometimes you look like a god on it. Sometimes you're whiffing nonstop.
I saw the. We were laughing about the meme yesterday. It's like, I'm Zai spear number 241.
Oh no, that was Zai spear number 242. Trying to go for Yapzor here, and it doesn't take much. With Mickey going full agi. It's only the 17 Shadow Fiend to break 16,000 net worth at 25 minutes on land.
middle tower is under attack.
They're still trying to defend their tier 1 mid tower right now. Alliance at this point just hoping that anybody will show themselves. They'll be able to get the Blink Burrow, Blink Rolling Thunder chain stun into the shotgun. That can burst down almost anybody on the side of Secret. That's why Secret's refusing to show right now and is going to give up on this tower. And
I mean, Secret can still lose this game because this morph will just continue to scale up.
Yeah.
Same with the Jug. Like, it's... The Force Staff from Mickey makes it really easy for him to just be able to save off the smoke screen on any of his cores. And then the fight just kind of resets in their favor. And slowly but surely, this Juggernaut should be getting real strong.
Double damage is super scary if they can actually... Oh, they're going to try and jump on it. Nisha here gets out the smoke screen. There goes the Rolling Thunder to try and chase down Zai. Nisha holding his Blink Strike for now, wants to be able to jump over to Zai when he sees the opportunity for it.
And Taiga.
They need to give him an out, but Nisha's actually going to go for the kill here onto the Sand King, gets it. And Taiga, well, he's stuck around a bit too long trying to chase people with Rolling Thunder.
The buyback from Puppey going to end that as Mara's just going to go for the TP out. Zai even gives him the swing. Because why not? A lot of this game is that. Why not? Why is Nisha Ricky? Why not? This SF was first 2 picked, and it's got the highest net worth in the game. And he's got a Hex at 28 minutes. He's almost level 25 already.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna get level 25 before. Oh, there's a double flanking immediately. Grimstroke does manage to chain the 2 of them, even if he's speared to the tier 3. He will slow down the retreat and give him an opportunity for double shotgun blast. Follow that up. Oh, nice smoke screen, preventing the burrow strike follow-up off of that epicenter. Now they've just wasted one of their big damage abilities. Does Team Secret feel confident enough, though, to hit a tier 3? Not so sure.
Doubtful. They don't really have tower hitters. They have killers. That's what they've got.
Yeah.
They have heroes that get kills. In terms of actual tower hitting, the only way that they're going to take tier 3s and stuff is when most of Alliance is dead, which is why they decided to go for like that ultra aggressive link in. Because if you kill the Morphling there, I mean, your opportunity is pretty easy, but...
So now back to Roshan. You've got bulwark in the front, backstab in the back. It's a tag team combo that poor old Roshan doesn't know how to deal with. Well, that'll be an Aegis, and she's for mid one. No, she's for Mars, who almost has a BKB. Meanwhile, items flooding in for Alliance, another 4 staff, this one for the Pangolier, and a Veil for Boxy. So again, if they do get the chains done, they can lay out a lot of magic damage during that time. Not just from the Morph, but amplifying up the Epicenter, Grimstroke, Pango. A lot of stuff being thrown around the magic damage department.
This is another game where I see Alliance with a net worth disadvantage, but I can still see them winning.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, though.
It's an important upgrade, the level 20 talent for the Riki. Super hard to play the back line when the Riki can jump like 2,000 units to be able to catch you. They're going to lead things off with the Rolling Thunder. I like how he didn't focus on that Ogre and whip to the next target. That's going to be Yapster up there in the high ground. Just keeps him chain stunned the entire time. Does manage to activate the BKB, and he can go for the freezing field if he wants inside of the arena. BKB activated by mid one and Zai. They push forward to be able to kill the Morphling. Nice spear out from Zai that catches the Pango as well. Yapster survives through all of that. And Alliance did overextend themselves.
And the Morph goes down for this too. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a very good fight, but not being able to burst down Yapsor, who pops the BKB ulti in front of their faces, then the Hex from the Shadow Fiend onto the Morphling, who doesn't have any way to stop that.
Yeah, Mickey on a almost full Agi at that point, since he had just shotgunned the poor Ogre.
Nisha's got a full nullifier now too, so the E-Blade is no longer your savior for the Morphling.
Madara hoping to force people back with this bottom lane push.
Yeah, we talked about how they needed to kill Course to be able to go high ground, and let's chip away. Slowly but surely. Boxy's waiting in the wings.
You gotta get behind that tower.
Boxy's waiting for it. He's smoked up. He's trying to inch forward, and he's going to throw out the stun.
Burrow Strike, Sandstorm, dodges the spear. Okay, good start, good start. Madara refusing to come back, still focusing on hitting this tier 3. Hoping that Secret come back and defend. They're going to do so now. He's going to spin TP out. Should be no problem here. Cancel the TP. One of them, because they're actually going onto the Pango.
Dead on the dotted line.
Nisha still has 2.5 minutes on this Aegis.
Like how he just quickly dropped all of his stat items to be able to magic wand.
Right in front of them.
Got a lot of mana off of it, too.
Yeah, he's full, pretty much.
Shrine is under attack.
Waiting there with the nullifier to kill Madara, too.
With the nullifier, might be able to do it with the burst strike. Now he's silenced up. He does have the Aegis, so this is not the worst thing in the world for Team Secret. With the arena now coming up, Madara wasn't able to get off the other side in time. Zai pins him to the wall. And with the 2 BKBs marching forward, they do manage to get the sight on the Sand King, but now with the buyback turning into the market, getting a spear onto Puppet. Poor old Puppet is down. 16,000 net worth is what Team Secret end up with as the buybacks are used on the Alliance.
You say Puppet?
Puppet. I mean, it's got an E between the
Y's,
like so
Puppet.
you know, Mickey and Puppet.
I like it. As the buybacks were used, it is now a 16k gold lead. Alliance Still playing on, still hanging on. I'd say the win probability is like 75-25 though.
I remember talking about a 75-25
86-14.
at minute 60 of last game.
It was like minute like 70 where it was still like 75-20. I mean my own personal win probability, I should say.
In the meantime, pick up some battle points. They try and farm their next round of items, but Team Secret is just not going to let them have the opportunity to do that. They've got 40 seconds left for the Aegis, and they're going to run into some great support heroes into the back line. They go with a smoke screen as well. The Rolling Thunder does manage to do a lot to stall, but Team Secret certainly not scared of one little old Pango. It's just going to allow Mickey as well as Madara to get out.
And now Boxy being dead too.
Well, I said get out. There he goes.
He's fine.
As long as he's not caught with a Riki, I guess he's got nothing that can stop him. Or the surprise sphere. That happened once before.
This'll come in handy.
8 seconds on this Aegis. So you have to know about that, but
Dire's middle tower
Feeling some
is under
nice atmosphere right now. We've got the, they're testing out the music and I think the opening scene for the stadium
Dire's
tomorrow.
top barracks are under attack.
The whole stadium shaking. It's just playing. It's making for a nice setup for this defense of Alliance, which seems a little unlikely considering how far behind they are. They're actually going to be able to get the silence on Anisha. It doesn't really want to jump to anybody. Actually, Zai actually jumps into him, latching him in. He was going to blink strike away, but Zai actually stopping him by blinking in and getting them latched together.
and at bottom.
Does Juggernaut not have, well, he does have Omni Slash, but there's going to be Yule's Scepter. Lasts a little bit longer, instantly going to get sized up. And that is the deadest Juggernaut I've ever seen.
He's dead for 100 too.
Yeah.
I believe Zai blinked in after. Do you remember it was a
Nisha
game?
was playing so careful. He's like, don't get too close to my allies. Wait it out. All right, ready to blink strike. And Zai's like, I'm here.
Did you watch that game where he was Pango, I think, and mid one was Monkey King?
Yeah.
And he rolled the trees over, and he revealed where he was? Oh, man. I don't care. There's a Basher Abyssal on this SF now to counter. He is done with the spin TP. He's mad.
Really?
Yeah, he's over it.
I mean, that is, it's really cool with the CDR too, because you're gonna have an Abyssal Blade and a Scythe that you can use all the time in your fights.
I guess.
Nice two-man Burrow Strike with the last there. They're gonna be able to shotgun the two supports down almost instantly, and there's still no Nisha, so there's not a ton of damage left. Mid one throws out some raises, yes, but he's got to back up. He has a blink away, so he's gonna be okay. Boxy couldn't catch him, but they're still on the hunt for Zai. Made his way up through the trees, gonna be spotted eventually here. Burrow Strike.
He stayed.
Spears the Morph,
Oh, he's
and
gone.
that's where all the damage was.
He's gone.
Well played, well played.
Bristle Front lives again.
Structures are fortified.
Bristle Front. Imagine if Bristleback had a
Radiant's
stun
top tower is falling.
like Mass does. Then he would feel fantastic hero. Epicenter, blink. Are you blinking the right area? No. Had the gem too, but he just didn't blink the right area. Didn't guess. Oh no, and now it's poor old Taiga who's dead. He can't use his Force Staff because he's nullified.
He came down here to just help out, be a homie.
See that last fight again as the two-man Burrow Strike. I mean, it just looks so cool when they get the double shotgun. It's pretty like that.
Oh yeah, the two supports died instantly.
Oh, here's Sight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But that's still the same Pango that was dead before. We're just waiting on Roshan, I guess, at this point.
That is a low cooldown Hex, let me just say.
6.6 seconds. So he can do a 3.5 seconds sight. They can follow that up with a 1.5 second disable an Abyssal Blade. And by that time, you are just 1 second away, 1.5 seconds away from using another disable.
You can Yules. You can actually
use
do
them
that.
and then try and get the scythe afterwards. You can.
So what you do is you Yules.
Oh, damn.
You Yules, Scythe, Abyssal. You'll Scythe, Abyssal.
double scythe
You'll
them?
Scythe, Abyssal. You'll Scythe, Abyssal.
Yeah, the Abyssal Blade is a longer cooldown, right?
It's 10.
21 sec cooldown.
It was real low when he had the Arcane Rune, though.
Sure.
It was like 6 seconds less or something. Oh, the
Nice
jump
spear
in.
lead out, the Burrow Strike onto the Crystal Maiden on the side. Throws out the 2 adaptive strikes, but and actually he's going to turn into a Riki here. TP, oh, he needs to be able to get the Force Staff upside. He'll be okay. Out of that freezing field they go. They're actually going to be able to leash Nisha together. It's going to be pretty good. Meanwhile, Boxy's been found inside of his own sandstorm. They're going to let loose that ultimate. That's going to be godlike for mid one. Nisha did manage to get away and blinks back into this fight. Now that he sees the opportunity, he's joined the rest of his team. Surges forward, kills that Grimstroke. Mickey as a morphed Riki.
Dire's top barracks
And they're
are
pinging
under
the gem.
attack.
They know it's still there, but buyback from Insania. Mickey's pinging right now. He wants to go for it. Oh, he's got
God,
it.
I'm surprised. Uses the invisibility against the Riki.
They're gonna recover their gem now, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
That was poor Nisha.
So I haven't been paying super close attention with the soul bind. Do you get 2 rounds of 3 adaptive strikes with the multi-shot?
I don't think
Or is
so.
it just 4? You're just gonna get 4.
Yeah.
So very likely that one person's gonna, or do you get 5?
Oh, that'd be dope. Because the Hex, I mean, they're going for it right now.
Spear. The Soul Blind keeping them together with Inkswell as well. They're going to use one and BKB the other, so they won't be hit by that stun. Mid one's still just going to have to try and run away, but he's dead. Now Zai's going to be chased down as well. Manta Lucian's actually blocking the old Juggernaut out a little bit. Zai tries to go for a spear here. Mickey trying to spear Zai up. They both whiff. Number 243 and 244, but it looks like they will be able to catch him underneath this here. 3 to go, Sep's buying him a little bit of time, and finally the magic damage comes in. Still, though, the Morphling has gone too far. It gets ripped apart as the buyback from mid one is effective to kill at least 1 core.
That was
2
beyond
actually,
far.
as they got Boxy.
They dove
Radiant's
so
middle
far in to
tower
try to
is
go
under
for that.
attack.
Yeah.
I mean, Mickey, I told you, it's not easy to hit that spear. If you get it on him, you probably don't even die there, and you go back and get Roche. But now in a position where none of that's possible, they did go for the buyback, so now it's going to be a little bit do or die for both sides, as they might just catch Puppey here.
Yeah, Puppey. Pretty heavily chain stun here. You're gonna still complete that TP. He does. Oh, Nisha pops his BKB, tries to go back in with a smoke screen. The spear actually doesn't latch there. And the soul bind not gonna allow the mobility here to be able to catch until it finally fades away. So they do jump onto that Pango. They at least get that one pick off. All these buybacks being used by Team Secret. Heading into the Roche pit. Or maybe not.
They thought about it. I bought back for this, so they better.
Yeah.
Now they're going to walk in. This is the Ags. Who to give to?
Oh, mid one, right? For sure.
Nah, dude. Nisha's.
You like the pocket Riki instead? Puppey's tanky enough to live through that one, but they have so much long-range poke here. But now the Invisible jump forward with the BKB activated by Manara. Does manage to get a defensive force down, but it's going to be the Morphling who's going to be in trouble instead as they do manage to finish him off. And he doesn't have buyback here. Manara is going to try and spin back in with the Inkswells, hoping that he can deal enough damage. It will be enough to finish off Zai, but it looks like Nisha's going to be okay. He walks away from him.
Mid one, he's still on the
to finish up that kill, and he's going to be able to find him with a sight, does a little dance and a jig before double raising Insania, dodging that burrow strike that came out. Now Boxy tries to go for an epicenter. Oh no!
It's a disaster. Obi-Wan.
That's not the hype. It's a disaster. It's
That's the
whole.
oh no.
Oh no!
And that was the buyback from the Morph that was expended for that too, and yeah, I think they're gonna give it to mid one. Give him the souls. Give him the souls? No pocket Riki? Who took it? Oh, okay. Nice. I told you, man.
You give it a.
They gave it to the App Store. No, he has one already. Yeah. It's the pocket Riki.
Pocket Riki time. That type. Especially with the with our SF Blink Abyssal Blading people at melee range.
What do you want from him, man?
I mean, it was hilarious. I mean, I just thought it was cool.
Anybody that, as soon as they begin to lose a fight, like, you're just controlled up. You're out of the game in front of mid one.
Middle tower has fallen.
He should have just thrown out those constant smoke screens every single time they're up, making it really difficult for Boxy to find a good opportunity to blink initiate. Mid one just kind of runs for it, hoping for the side. Misses it though. Ricky jumps to the back line, but oh, nope, that's gonna be blink strike. But now he's right next to the fountain. Controlled up a little bit for a moment there, but Madara still not able to deal out the damage, and their Morphling is still dead for another 10 seconds. That's gonna be 2 lanes of barracks. There's still a tier 1 alive at bottom.
Zai's pinging an Arcane Rune. He wants mid one to come back so that he can cycle through, get the infinite combo off. Just juggle him in the air forever.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
Maybe I'll have a nap.
Minute 45, 30,000 net worth lead for Team
Dire's
Secret.
bottom shrine has fallen. Dire's bottom
What are the
tower
odds?
is under
90-10? 95-5?
I think 95.5 is probably more accurate at this point. 96.4.
96-4, I'll take
Off
that.
by a percent. The outer towers are going to fall.
has fallen.
Secret. They still have the Aegis up on their Ricky. Got a Basher coming to him next. CM completes a Lincoln's. Why not?
BKB Lincolns, how are you going to stop this
Radiant
Blinkin freezing
Oscar.
field? And mid one is apparently, bounty room. Want to keep farming. Let me get my refreshers so I can disable someone for 20 seconds straight. I'm imagining him jumping the Morphling and just chain disabling him while right-clicking the build instead. Not actually just trying to kill him, just demonstrating that, I can do this.
Swindle Melons, our very own Kyle, fought one against Void Boys in 2015. The Void Boys with Pat Soul.
Kyle was ahead of his time.
He won that game, but we were told to. Yeah, I could have told you guys that.
Of course. Nullifier. Nullify Madara. There's our cheese on our ogre, so Mickey's not going to have the same kind of opportunities he's had time and time before to just quickly blow up that ogre. That smokescreen nullifier is such a big problem, but fortunately with the rest of the Alliance members around, they can double Force Staff and get him away.
It's a BKB now on Mickey.
Yeah, but you're already countered by Abyssal Blade.
The genius. The 2 levels.
Seriously, he's got 10,000 gold again. All right, there's a blink in. The arena goes out. They don't really get the... Oh, they do actually get Mickey up with a sight of money. He takes a lot of damage. He's already popped his BKB. Look at the adaptive strikes going out. But they immediately pop the cheese on the ogre. Most of them are going to be able to side survive, except for Mid-One, who actually dies as the Rolling Thunder on through. Thanks to all the moderate damage. Now he's going to try and spin down Yapzor. Back over inside of Ricky's ultimate here, where poor old Taiga does get bashed up, controlled. Won't be able to make it out in time. There is no buyback. The man that had 10,000 gold in his bank before going into the high ground spent it all. So no buyback on the SF.
Tell me what.
Tell you what?
What items did he buy?
He bought the refresher. He just straight up bought it all out.
He straight up just bought a
Regeneration.
He's got another 50 seconds, so he'll be fine. Don't think that Alliance can really run down mid at this point.
They're not really using the Pocket Ricky.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, I guess that's the thing for me. It was like blink strike range. You being like,
It's probably better to have just given it to the CM or the SF. In hindsight, even the Ogre's not bad. The double-double?
hindsight. I mean, your boy had a foresight, said SF.
okay, dude. Nobody likes a store winner.
We'll see. Maybe he'll do it next time. I mean, it pretty much just matches the arena AoE at this point. We can jump in. He doesn't have to jump inside SF. He can jump inside a good old Mars.
Radiant's middle tower.
Mid one died real fast, by the way.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The BKB on this Morphling, making him nigh invincible. The problem is they don't really have the damage to cut through his when he's BKB and morphing up, even when he gets Abyssal. So he kind of just does whatever he wants.
Yeah. Gonna be even harder if he gets this satanic.
Man, the combined game time for this series is getting real high. For a 2-game series.
Reminder that this game does not matter, but both of these teams will fight to the bitter end.
So yesterday we had 2 series start in the span of this time. And this is our 2nd series of the day. As
the jump in, the nice soul mine on the after as well as time, but they managed to get the spear that already finished off that Grimstroke. But mid one is being targeted heavily by Mickey, who has that eye of Scotty. Stays on top of him. Don't let it blink away. Get that rolling thunder. The Abyssal Blade in the blink. He gets away. Nisha now going to jump in straight onto Boxy with his Vilifier. But Mickey is back. After failing to kill mid one, he's going to go for some of these other heroes. Needs some force staff to be able to help him out. But Nisha just rips them apart so quickly. A big shot out. A big burst of magic damage. He ends up falling. They do not have buyback on 2 of these heroes. Alliance want to defend 3 versus 5 now.
there was smoke everywhere on the ground.
They could not force staff him enough times.
Let's put that death business behind us.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Now
attack.
just 1 lane of barracks, 4 megas, no buyback on the Sand King or the Grimstroke, and towers dropping fast. They top with the side though. They got with the nullifier. They're controlling up Monera pretty well. They can keep the stables up thanks to mid one as well. Just nobody can actually save them because all the force staffs are actually dead right now. Now with the smoke screen on top of this Morphling, they do manage to get that ghost step themselves. Ethereal Blade is going to allow him to survive for a while, but they just have so much disable. Now the spear onto the Ancient that they're going to look to blow up soon, right after they finish up with Monera here in his second life. No buyback from Mickey. Monera dropping low. Omni slash stuck to the creep wave just to stay alive a little longer, but they pop the glyph instantly, so he doesn't even kill any creeps. Makes it away back to the fountain, but that's what Mars can do best. Same goes to the Freezing Field Crystal Maiden, that high armor. They can take the fountain. They can do this all day. The double scythe out, okay. Epicenter with the Inkswell. That's a lot of damage. That'll finish off Mars. Now it actually latches onto the SF as well. A big hit out from Insania. They're also low, but the Sandstorm's just not quite finishing him off. And the Grimstroke by himself now can't do enough magic damage anymore to get these kills.
The spite glyph onto the creeps. You get nothing, sir.
Not even creep kills.
And it does take 52 minutes, but Secret, they had their fun today.
They closed it out strong in both games. This has given them, I mean, if Puppy didn't already have enough experience with